The season of Advent. Christmas is a time to pause and reflect on the year that is now behind us, and to give thanks for the things that have been achieved, either individually, as families and teams, or as a country. Sadly, it has remained a very turbulent year globally. The war in Ukraine continues, as does the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, the unrest in Sudan, and closer to home, we continue to pray for a peaceful outcome for Haiti. We think of all of those impacted by hurricanes this year. It has been a particularly difficult time for many, but we give thanks that Montserrat was once again spared. Climate impacts are increasing and are very real. We all have to remain vigilant and have our part to play in ensuring we are as protected and prepared as possible all the year round. As a small island, we are not immune from the impact of any of these things. The smallest ripple in the global economy can and often does impact us, from food security to energy provision. This year we have said goodbye to people that were key parts of our Montserrat culture and of our family. We think of them now and their friends and families at what will be a very difficult time. Christmas is a time for love and kindness to all. And we must remember that not everyone finds the parties and festival celebrations easy. Ensure we're extra kind to friends and strangers. We have a lot to be thankful for in Montserrat, and whilst I can't mention everything, I would like to say a few things that have stuck in my memory. We were able to send 3 achieving scholars to the UK this year, and the Premier and I were lucky enough to catch up with them at the Joint Ministerial Council in London last month. These scholars, as were their predecessors, are not only able to study at some of the very best universities there are, but they bring back new skills and expertise to the island, which helps us all as we progress. From medical to maths, from communications to science, and all things in between. I congratulate Miss Carmen Sita Dewberry, Miss Donique Lane and Mr Lester Ryan, and hope the rest of their year goes well. I was really pleased too to be able to welcome back Simone Fenton this year. The UK Capital Infrastructure Programme, or CIPREG, continues to progress well, with most of the smaller projects now due for completion early in the new year. Equipment for the rehabilitation of our roads should be ready to use in the new year, and the laboratories at Montserrat Secondary School are anticipated to finally reopen by the new school term, January 2025. Having completed phase 1 of the hospital works, we look forward to seeing the real visible work in the new year, as the infrastructure of the new building mobilises in the first quarter. This project will take a couple of years to complete. These things are complex and they are hard work. We will build the resources to manage it and ensure we maximise the opportunities to develop our own expertise throughout the time. I'm really looking forward to seeing ground break early in the first quarter. We also saw Montserrat participate in the UK Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum in London in November this year, followed by a dedicated investment roundtable, which the Honourable Premier and I attended. It gave us a platform to showcase what the island has to offer. I'd like to thank the UK Government for supporting our UK Montserrat Trade and Private Sector Investment Project. We're looking forward to welcoming UK businesses to Montserrat in February at a dedicated UK Montserrat Trade and Investment Forum right here in Montserrat. I'm sure you'll hear more of this after Christmas. The UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, or UK CIFT, through the Caribbean Development Bank and in conjunction with the EU, continues with the port development, which we had of course hoped would be completed by now, but there have been several challenges which have created delays. This is the largest infrastructure project we've completed for 30 years, so it's not really surprising it's had its setbacks. We're learning from this and we'll take these improvements into the hospital project. I would like to thank everyone involved for all their work they're doing now to progress the new pier and in all the programmes that we're running. We look forward to its completion and the other projects in 2025. It is said that sport has the power to change the world. Despite being the second most popular sport in Montserrat after cricket, it was the Montserrat national football team who were grabbing all the headlines at the start of the year, following outstanding home wins against the Dominican Republic and then Barbados. A highlight for me was seeing the vociferous and passionate support for the national team and so many green shirts cheering on Team Montserrat. Unfortunately, the rest of the year has been a little more challenging, winning only 1 out of the 6 games. But hopefully the team can turn that around and get back to winning ways in 2025. On a more local level, I've really appreciated the RMPS being very busy during 2024, organising and being involved in many sporting events, from community sports and fun days to football matches, cricket tournaments, basketball and of course dominoes. And whilst festival dominates the season, the Montserrat basketball team continues to remind us all of how much fun it is to cheer our team on and to see them all in action. Well done to the Montserrat Basketball Amateur Association for once again putting on an exceptional regional tournament. Montserrat has continued this year to drive forward in creating opportunities to be more inclusive, to celebrate our diversity and to recognise the benefit and beauty of everyone being individual. It is important for everyone that we show warmth and understanding to all, but especially to our younger generation. They grow up here and we want them to stay here to develop the country. They must continue to feel welcome, to be heard, and to know they can be themselves without judgment. Diversity of people and culture is the richest gift we can share. I had the opportunity to visit all of our schools ahead of the end of the term. These visits were a reminder of the extraordinary spirit that flourishes within our school and our community. These children are our future, and we need to do all that we can collectively to encourage and support them in whatever they choose to do. One of the things I personally love about both sport and music is how inclusive it can be. Everyone can take part. Even people like me who cannot sing can hum along and enjoy the shows. I have the honour of being patron of the Small Beginnings Orchestra, and this summer we hosted the Guernsey Music Service teachers who worked alongside the head of the orchestra, Mr Herman Francis MBE, or Cupid as he's fondly known, Mr McLeod White and my husband Howard Tucker. The 2-week event meant they were able to put almost 40 children through their musical paces. It was a wonderful opportunity for everyone involved and lovely to collaborate with friends in Guernsey. As an overseas territory, we are part of a kind and diverse family, and I hope this partnership will continue and we will develop many more across the territories and Crown dependencies. We all have a lot to learn from each other and a lot to give. As a parent myself, I know how important it is to encourage our children in the things they enjoy. So if it's music, please parents, ensure they get to rehearsals and practice at the weekends. If it's reading, take them to the library. If it's art, make sure they get out to paint. These creative skills are as important as academic skills if we are to nurture fully rounded development. We have of course ended the year with our school Christmas concerts. The students' vibrant creativity and enthusiasm was truly inspiring, whether through their festive decorations, heartfelt carols or spirited performances. It was a delight to witness their talents and to see the dedication of their teachers and staff who worked tirelessly to guide and nurture them. Such commitment ensures a bright future for our island. I wish all students and teachers a very Merry Christmas. Our Defence Force has continued to make us proud too this year, with the King's Birthday Parade and Remembrance Sunday. And of course it was a real pleasure to see Lieutenant Colonel Ryan recognised by His Majesty the King in his birthday honours with a British Empire Medal for services to the Defence Force and to disaster management. Again, my congratulations, Alvin. And our charities and NGOs continue to do so much for Montserrat. As patron of the Red Cross, I was pleased to meet with the team in December and hear of all their plans to continue to be a key part of and to support the community. From supporting our most vulnerable, to tackling period poverty and enhancing relationships with ministries and departments to ensure everyone works together to play their part for our island, I look forward to continuing to support them. Our public service makes up a large part of the Montserrat workforce and plays a key role in our country's development and operation. I was able to spend some time with a few different groups this year, listening to the challenges they face, what support they need, and I was struck by both the passion and pride they spoke when talking about their roles in our community. Their input has contributed greatly to the future development plans for the service, which the Deputy Governor and her team are putting in place to ensure that moving ahead we have a skilled and expert workforce that can deliver effectively for Montserrat and that the public service becomes a great place to work. I would like to say thank you to everyone in the public service. It has been, without a doubt, a challenging year, and next year will probably be the same. But I hope that the changes coming forward will benefit both the staff and our customers in the community. We won't always get it right, but we will continue to develop new ways of working. To quote Einstein, a person who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. A special thank you to the frontline workers and NGOs that are not having a break over Christmas. Our police officers, our fire officers, our prison staff, our nurses, our doctors, our hospital teams, our security, our broadcasters and our charity workers. You work to keep us safe, well and informed, and we are extremely grateful and recognise the impact this has on you and your families. Thank you. To our private sector owners and workers, thank you for all that you are doing. We have seen some exciting and positive developments and investments this year, and we hope that will continue as you gain more confidence in the economy and drive modernisation, improvement, new enterprises and new opportunities. We look forward to the positive development of your businesses here in Montserrat. 2024 has been a year of change. We have a new government. In the public service, we have a new Deputy Governor, Acting Financial Secretary and Head of my office. This new leadership team has been working hard together to support the public service through the change and to ensure it is able to support His Majesty's new government with their policies. It is only if we work in partnership, collaboration and collective purpose that we can make a really positive impact upon Montserrat. In finishing, as you celebrate Christmas, wherever you are, remember the true meaning of the season. Reach out to your neighbours and share the time with them. As the Buddhist spiritual leader Dalai Lama said, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. I wish everyone a very happy, peaceful and joyful Christmas. Thank you.